Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about, did I overpay for this DC Key, this CGC graded comic book? Was this the absolute wrong time to buy this book? Well, let's do this unboxing. Let's take a look at this awesome book and let's take a look at some of the numbers and see if I bought this at the exactly wrong time. All right, so we got this from our friends at Monster Comic Shop. They always send a free comic book with them. Let's see what we got this time. This time it is Iron Man number 126. Let's take a closer look at this outside of the bag. All right, Invincible Iron Man number 126. I do not believe this is a key. Framed for murder, Iron Man fights back against the man called Hammer. This is an incredibly nice copy of this book from 1979. White pages, front and back, crispy clean. Awesome smell too. Love the smell of these old books every single time. Great book. Thank you, Monster Comic Shop. And I always get these books from him. He's kind of like my go-to guy, getting key books graded and raw. Without further ado, this is the book in question. This is Strange Adventures number 205. This is the first appearance of Boston Brand, aka Deadman. Strange Adventures number 205, CGC Universal Grade, DC Comics, October 1967. Origin and first appearance of Deadman, Boston Brand, first appearance of Vashnu, Tiny, and Lorna. 5.5 off-white to white pages, Arnold Drake story, Carmine Infantino, and George Russo's cover and art. Incredible, incredible cover. He's on the cover. He's got this, there's a lot of that tint color that he's flying in front of. So that beige-ish, greenish, tan really kind of captures a lot of this. And the red of his suit really kind of stands out. This man who was just murdered is our hero. His story begins 1 minute later. So as far as grading this book, it's got wear all the way up and down the spine, a color breaking fold in the bottom right corner. There's some chipping all the way down the spine. All the corners are blunted. The back of this book looks like it's been cleaned and pressed. Some of this discoloration on the spine on the back, that's actually something that I could clean, and a lot of this other I could also clean off as well. This has been newly graded. So before we talk about Deadman, let's take a look at some of the statistics on this book. All right, so if we go over to CGC, we will find the cert number, Strange Adventures number 205. 5.5 off-white to white pages. The grade date was April 16th, so this literally was graded 3 weeks ago. Grader notes: crease right bottom of the front cover, breaks color, finger bends, staple added after manufacturing, wear on the spine. So that is interesting. This has a different staple. That's not good. This is the book in question. Here are the high resolution photos. Let's take a look at some of the statistics. So we have a 5.5 in, there is 103 of these books, 98 in a universal label. And it looks like it's just kind of right in the middle. There's been a 1,374 of these graded. So this kind of looks to be one of the most common grades, the most common grade being a 6.5. There are 2 9.6s and no 9.8s, and looks to be under 100 of these books in a grade of 9.0 or higher. Looking at some of the sales data on coverprice.com, this book is trending downward slightly, it says, but if we look at some of the data, this is where it's going to come into question of whether or not I bought this book at the right time. Scrolling down to 5.5, we have the last recorded sale was March 10th, 2024 for $399. There was a sale for $439 in November. This book sold for as high as $599.99 on May 21st, 2022. and for as low as $164 in 2019. Looking at a 6.0, recent sale, $531 in May. Looking at a 5.0, we see a $222 sale and a $425 sale. Kind of a crazy spread there. Okay, so what that leaves us with is a weird book with a weird price in kind of no man's land. Dead Man is kind of an obscure character. If you don't know, his origin story is very similar to a couple other heroes that we know. One being Robin, the Boy Wonder. He's some sort of acrobat working in the circus, and he's shot, murdered, dead in front of all the audience members. Basically, he communicates with this being, Vashnu, this god, who basically sends him back as a dead man, as some sort of ghoul or ghost, very reminiscent of Moon Knight, where there's the character is talking to an Egyptian god who's granting him these additional powers. Boston Brand is not a character that we've never seen live action. He's a character that we've seen in some of the DC animated features, and they give him a almost over-the-top Boston masshole type accent. Kind of like that Bill Burr-ish accent, really over the top. And I don't know whether that's based on just the fact that his name is Boston or he's from Boston. I'm not sure where he's from, the character. This is a total speculation book for me and an awesome cover buy from a DC book. Now, as far as the price goes, $420 shipped for this book for me. So when I saw that it was posted, it was an instant claim. I didn't try to negotiate. This is a book, if you've been following the channel, this is one I've been wanting for a while. The question is, did I overpay? And I'm torn. It feels like I've paid the highest possible price for this, or fair market value for this book right now. I don't feel like I'm getting a deal now. But a year down the road, 2 years down the road, we now know that James Gunn is talking about this character. This character is coming to something. I don't know whether that be, the big screen, small screen, animated, I don't know. But James Gunn posted about this character. He made a post just about Dead Man, which is wild, which is why a lot of this book has kind of been hot or trending on several sites. And I never want to buy books when they're hot. That is kind of something that I have learned, and I would recommend all of you not doing. But I took the risk, I took the gamble, and said, you know what? I'm buying in now. A little bit of FOMO before it's too late of what this book could be, of what this character could be. This character is an open book type character. They can literally, whoever the creative team is, can make this whatever they want it to be. And there is a huge source material here of potential that they could make this. This could be a Deadpool-like character. He could be, the comic relief. He could be something ridiculous that kind of wins all our hearts, like a Deadpool, like a Groot, like a Drax, something like that, where they make him something iconic and he stands out. Regardless of all that, an incredible comic book, an incredible cover, and I'm anxious to see what this book does. Guys, are you in the market for something like this or this book specifically? Let me know. If at any point in time you like this video, give the thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.